Hello, I just wanted just doing a chat video for today because I don't know, I just needed to get some things off my chest. If you don't know who I am, my name is Karen Holmes. I'm the typical London girl, and I write blogs, I write books, which you can find on Amazon.com under the three names Carrie Chandler, Carrie Lee Holmes, and Karen Holmes. And I also am on social media, which I will link down below. So today I took my son Henry swimming, and it's his last one for the year, for this term, in 2 after summer holidays, and it went really well. But the teaching was new, and one of the dads wasn't really happy with the way she was teaching because she was getting to do things that I haven't really. I don't want to be hypocritical here because, if we've all been new and we've all obviously she's got to adjust and make sure she's doing things right, make sure the kids are staying safe. You only have up to about 4 kids per class, because obviously any more than that it could be dangerous, and I think then also they have to limit because they're not just my son is with mixed age children, and to do with their ability rather than their age, because there's some really little tiddly kids that go, and yet they're brilliant at swimming. Henry's getting there. Every time he goes to a lesson, excuse me, got one window open. They mix in age, but Henry has come on so much, and every time we go there now, and the teacher really does say how much Henry has progressed, because he was shaking like a leaf the first lesson that he ever took and was very nervous. But now he loves it, and I've been taking swimming because it's summer holidays now in the UK. I took him swimming. That is important, because I do think it's one skill that all kids should learn is how swimming, because you want to make. I remember a kid that I knew when I was a child, who drowned and was on a Scouts trip, and it was so sad. So I don't know whether he could swim or not, but it just, it's one of the worst fears you can ever have. And I remember it being so sad, and I was very confused about it, thinking, what, kids die that early? That's not fair. What life did he have, So I do think swimming is a very good skill to learn, and do it from. I wish I'd have done it earlier, but then I don't know if that would have been too much for him. I don't know, but he loves it now. But he's never really been scared about swimming. He's more worried about being in the bath than he has been about swimming. And so, he was just, obviously, when it comes to lessons, it's different because he can't just stand in the water and splash. He has to swim. So that's probably why, because he has to learn to float on his own and swim by himself in different ways, like swimming on the front, his body swimming back, doing backstroke, for example. So he has to learn that, and I do think swimming is a fantastic skill that all kids should learn, because water confidence is important, and it would save so many people's kids' lives, So, it's good, but, this teacher was new, and you've got to give people a chance. I know you get used to it, because he normally has another instructor who's away this weekend, and it's a shame it's his last, but obviously everyone deserves a holiday. But, and you could see she was sort of taking her time, and she wasn't as thorough as a previous teacher, but she still did well. There are a few incidents, but you're going to make mistakes, and you're not going to do it to everyone's liking. It's how you learn, isn't it? I mean, I wasn't great at when I first started football coaching. I had no football on me. I was borrowing people's, equipment. But then, but as I progressed, I bought my own, and I used to carry my balls in the bus, and create sessions on my own. And once you do it, you progress. It's the only way you can learn. And yes, I make mistakes, but that's all part of learning. You're going to make mistakes. And there's a feel that we should know already what we've got to do. And how do you learn anything new if you already know know how to do something. You know, I've never been one of those who thinks she knows everything, because I don't. You know, I have points of view, but I don't believe that I'm good at everything. In fact, I'm not. Is when it comes to like making a bed. I mean, I was rubbish at doing housekeeping because I couldn't make a bed. I can't make a bed to save my life, and I was working up on my in. And it doesn't matter how many ways I'd done it, I couldn't get the bed right. And so I was dreading going in, because at one time it was a lot more thorough, that all the skirting boards had to be cleaned and all, and I was struggling, really struggling. And I knew it wasn't my thing, but I didn't get upset about it. In fact, I just couldn't go in, and then I resigned, and it just wasn't for me. Um, it just wasn't for me in the end. But that's the only way you find what you are good at. You've got to give it a try in order to know if it's for you or not. You've just got to sometimes take the plunge and do it anyway, if you know what I mean. Take the plunge and just create little steps. I did a video, my last video, where I talked about, goal setting and doing a map, and I do that all the time. But my thing is that I love coaching, and I was good at that. You're not going to be excellent at everything, and that's what I need to get out of my head. Because when you become a parent, you often think, "Oh, I should know how to breastfeed. I'm a woman. It should come natural," but it didn't. And some people thrive at things all the time and are super confident, but I've never been one of those sorts of people. When I did dancing though, and I made mistakes then, you need to, you will, not always be on top form. You're always going to have down days. I do. That's why I wanted to do a chat, because I'm not a down day at the minute. It just got me thinking, that sometimes we just think that everybody is, she obviously is her first, I don't know if that was her first class she taught today, or first classes, because her classes were up down. And I don't know if she was a new coach who's just learning, I don't know. But, it wasn't spring clean, but no one's around. The kids got to jump, so, I think sometimes we can be unreasonably critical when, and it was because one of the children that go was playing up today and was being disruptive. So she wasn't as clean cut, but the same way you don't. I wasn't clean cut when I would do football coaching. You've got to learn. It's the only way that you're ever gonna flourish is by making mistakes and not getting it right all the time. And as long as the kids don't drown, then she's alright. I mean, she wasn't making kids wait too long. She was being very patient. If you've got to be patient. And she was, I think she couldn't get a point across a lot of the time. But I think she did a good job, I think, it's all about learning curve. I mean, I was nervous first when I took Henry swimming for the first time on my own. But I've done it. And I'm glad I have, because swimming is, an excellent skill to learn. So it was like running, when Henry first started walking, and he would take 2 steps and fall back on his bum again. And again, kids don't automatically walk. They will walk and they will fall down a lot before they really establish the art of walking. And that's the same with everything, as adults, we're all still learning. We're not going to get things done correct all the time. That's why it's good to take tiny little steps rather than big steps. And, gradually building, and reflecting on things, I always do reflection of myself, and things I can improve on. Even doing this on work. I mean, I'm only on 34 subscribers in it. I'm not beating myself up over it, because it's up to people when I'm watching if outside making mistakes in these videos, and I realise that I'm not clean cut as some, but my blog set ages to be noticed, but they're being noticed now, and I'm glad that the people liking it. And that's the thing, it's being putting yourself out there in order to get us a view on how things are going and what you can improve on, and just taking the time to learn and not allowing criticism to make you fall flat in the face, but to build. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. But this lady, obviously, she wants to learn, teach kids as well. I think that's fantastic. There's no need to give her a hard time about it, So that's what I wanted to talk about really, and I hope that, I wonder if you agree with me, I don't know. And subscribe if you would like to watch, would like them to be updated about my videos. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, which is going to come up. So probably the rest of my life coaching program, but also I've got a what I like to wear to be uploaded and edited. So yeah, I've got a few videos to go up there. If you want to check out my blog, so all linked down below. And I wish you a good weekend, as it is sounds now. It's Saturday, the 23rd, is it? Anyway, but anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.